And another tutorial, Tutorial 3, Choosing a Destination. This is the destination selection screen shown when the story changes setting. So this is choose locations with the marker advances the main scenario. So the exclamation point. And then sub-scenario. Choosing a location with no marker will show you a sub-scenario. Pressing this button will switch to the corresponding map. Okay, so 2 maps. And then, so that's way at the top. Then detail window. Placing the cursor over a location will display the location's information. Okay, so just hover around it. Okay, exclamation point, main scenario, other sub, and then map change. Okay, I think I got it. Maps, main, there's no sub this time. So what is this about? Ramen shop, Noodle Graveyard. Noodle Graveyard, a ramen shop located in the rundown street. Its original name is Ramen Shop So Yummy, but what they serve is so horrible that people prefer to use the miserable nickname instead. Of course they do. And I guess I'll go there, or could go. There's nothing in the other city. To that city? Nothing there either. Back to Kamiya? Yeah. There's Kamiya. So there's like 3 locations in total. To the ramen shop. And I'm sure. This area will probably give a lot of first-time visitors the impression that they might have gotten lost in an alien world. A glimpse of this shopping district filled with washed-out shop signs no doubt reminds of good old traditional Tokyo towns, or the human kindness that could be found in those towns. If that were all there was to it, it would be rather easy to lavish praise on the place. What makes that difficult is that it lacks one of the most essential elements: people. No shoppers who come and go, no store staffers attracting foot traffic. It's far too quiet for a shopping district. You could argue that it's bizarre given that it is early in the evening on a weekday, and this area is just 10 minutes away from the station. Regulars and nearby residents ironically call this place the Cave because of its dimness. It's desolate all the time, yet never runs out of people either. What a mystery it holds. Even locals aren't drawn by this 200-meter-ish street due to its unusual lineup of shops. There are no regular grocery stores to be found, nor anything offering entertainment that is in popular demand, just as CD stores, bookstores, or game shops. The only stores here are ones that would make maniacs with less than unusual pursuits rejoice. For instance, here we have a shop of model heavy machinery, one that sells supplies for slugs. Just who uses those? Thanks to the absence of any generally popular shops, the whole street looks as if it's out of business even when stores are open. Then, why doesn't it completely lose its visitors? That's just because there's a demand for it. But that only applies to the other face of the street. A particular section of the cave street has an extremely special meaning to certain individuals. What rules it is this extremely suspicious ramen shop located midway along the street. Instead of replica food models of what they serve, the front of the shop is occupied by an unexplainable parabolical antenna. It's hard to imagine the shop's appearance would lead anyone into thinking they can enjoy a treat here. Because of the shop's owner's uncorrectable flaw, those who know the shop will address it with a disgraceful nickname. Only 2 types of people visit here: those with a weird sense of taste, and those who know the other face of this place. Since Amakamba Yu's sense of taste is fairly average, he belongs among the latter. And you sighed. An indescribable smell permeates the air in front of the entrance. Even though I've smelt it a million times, I'm still not used to it at all. But I have things to do in there. I still myself to enter and put my hand on the stubborn sliding door.
Irashai!
Welcome. Hello.
おう、久しぶり。ってほどじゃねえな。
Oh, it's been not so long. Huh? I guess not. Fortunately, there's not a single customer in here. The list of victims shouldn't grow needlessly. Pops, I know I always ask this, but just how can you possibly create this funny smell? Pops is a self-proclaimed cook. Produces objects that appear to be cuisine at what seems to be a ramen shop. Most people who know him call him Pops. Even though he appears to be a licensed chef, and the shop looks good enough, no one ever accepts him as a cook after they have once tasted what he serves.
へへ、そいつは企業秘密ってもんだぜ。
Trade secret. Hold on a second. What's that happy face for? But yeah, might be best to keep it a secret. Some company may ask for it to produce a crime prevention device or something.
で、どうした？今日はラーメンでも食べに来たのかい？
So, what brings you here today? Looking to sample my ramen? Ramen, a Chinese-style noodle soup dish. Ramen soup is made from various ingredients, and the resulting combination is divided into categories such as salt, soy sauce, miso, pork bone, curry, etc. If toppings are taken into consideration, the varieties will be infinite. Ramen and rice would make a wonderful combination. Too much carbohydrates? Who cares? There's no more than the writer's personal point of view. Once again. Not in a million years. The cuisine of this middle-aged man looks like a cook consists of complete pieces of weaponry. They are, so to speak, gustatory bombs. Each time I tell someone about this, they get the wrong idea. That his cooking is so delicious it blows your mind. When I say bomb, I literally mean a weapon that destroys your sense of taste.
あれ、おかしくね？あははって部分、おかしくね？
Wait, what the heck was that laugh for? What the heck was that supposed to mean? Sorry, but not being honest would only hurt me. Especially my tongue would be fatally harmed.
おいおい、それは言い過ぎだろうぜ、ジュニア。
Hey, that's just too much, Junior. I'm just telling the truth based on past experience. Actually, I tried to mince my words as much as I could. There's no way to forget that just half a year ago, all the samplers of his new self-approved dish had to experience a miracle where they couldn't taste any sweetness for the next 24 hours. Plus, I was one of those victims.
まあ、それはあれだ。偶然ジュニアの口に合わなかっただけだろうぜ。
Well, that's just because it didn't happen to suit your tongue. I heard Rin had trouble with his ear canals for about 3 days after he ate it.
まあ、それはあれだ。偶然鈴なりの三半規管に合わなかっただけだろうぜ。
Well, that's just, didn't happen to suit Susanari's ear canals. Would you kindly explain how one could cook something that drives ear canals insane?
そんなことよりもジュニアよ。何か用事があって顔出したんだろう。その話をしようじゃねえの。
Forget it already, Junior. You're here for something else, right? Let's get to it, shall we? Forceful change of subject.
で、自慢のラーメンが目的じゃないとすれば、一体何用なのよってまあ、一つしかねえわな。
So, if it's not about my excellent ramen, what would it be? Duh. There's just one answer. Yes, I'm here to report on last night. The Type B target was wiped out, and the female vessel has been taken under protection.
ご苦労さん。こっちでも確認済みだぜ。
Great work. I confirmed that on my end too. Although he replies as though it was not a big deal, knowing him, he must have seen details within a couple minutes after the end of the engagement. Despite the appearance of a disfavored ramen shop, in here are all sorts of information, quicker than anywhere else, gathered not only from the inside of the city, but from the entire prefecture. Information both good and bad. This man plays the role of the antenna that receives and deals with that enormous amount of information, and that is the other face of the one who runs this failed ramen shop.
ちなみに、これは依頼とは関係ない補足の部分だが、北村からの連絡で器になった女性には後に残るような大きな怪我はなかったそうだ。
By the way, although it's not directly related to your assignment, Kitamura's report mentioned that the female vessel, didn't suffer any significant lasting injury. But didn't we break her wrist? Oh well. Female vessel. A woman who works as a stylist in one of the adjoining cities of Kamisaki City. For certain reasons, she shares a house with her twin little sister who works at an apparel company. There is a deep bond between the two of them. Since their incomprehensible strong relationship happened to resonate with Murasi Tomami's yearning for a grandmother, this woman's body was possessed and used by the Type B variant. Okay.
気がかりは解消されたかい?
Does that dispel your concern? It does. I thought she'd be fine when I fought her, but still. I'm relieved that the girl who was accidentally dragged into that misfortune will soon be able to return to her everyday life. Once the department in charge of dealing with the aftermath gets their part done, this case will be fully closed.
で、対象の遺品は調査に回しても?
I'm going to have the target's relics investigated. Do you mind that? Do you suspect one of them turned into a material variant? Material variants, a type of variants, describes non-living objects that have turned into variants. The biggest difference from the other types is that they are born only when influenced by external factors, because objects do not possess any mental capacity.
可能性はゼロじゃないだろうな。オツシュだが、成り立ちが個性的だ。
Not impossible. She was a Type B, but the way she became one was unusual.
祖母とのゆかりの品とかならば、相当に思い入れを持ってたんじゃねえか?
Some of her stuff has to have a strong connection with her grandmother. I have one condition.
Huh?
Yeah? I think back on her journal entries I went through yesterday. What was written in there regarding those invaluable days she and her grandmother spent together. We have her diaries.
ファイルにコピーで添付されていたあれか?
You mean that copy document attached to her file? That's right. Whether they're material variants or not, could you dispose of the original books and any copies so that no one can touch them?
理由は?
And what's that for? No particular reason. I just want it to be that way. Since material variants with enormous powers are extremely rare, their value is immense. I'm well aware of how inconceivable it is to request discarding items like that without any good reason, especially if there's no apparent risk involved. But I still insist.
なるほどね。今日顔を出した一番の理由はそれってことか。
Now I get it. That's the main reason you came here today, isn't it?
道場か?
A sense of commiseration, is it? I understand it's unreasonable, but please. Pops falls into deep thought. That's a natural reaction considering his position as the head of those in charge of this area. To be more accurate, he's obligated to collect objects like that.
彼女の遺体は祖母と同じ墓に入れるそうだが、日記は処置をした後でその近くの土にでも埋めておくように伝えておく。
What the heck? Well, she's going to be buried in her grandmother's grave. I'll have someone bury her diaries somewhere close after they undergo appropriate treatment. Thank you. I appreciate it.
異形化した人間の所有物については担当者の意向が最優先される。それだけの話だよ。
When it comes to the belongings of someone who buried, the responsible member's intentions take top priority. That's why. And buried refers to how a living being turns into a phantasmagoric entity. Never ever heard that word before. Oh well. Because of unimaginably strong emotions, living beings tend to become buried by the influence of an intense mental state that arises during the act of dying.
それに、二人でのんびり暮らしたいって思いの詰まった日記なんだ。争いごとに向いた力は発言しねえだろうさ。
Plus, all those diaries contain is the owner's prayer that she longed to live a laid-back life with her grandma. That'll generate any malicious powers. Yes, I believe that too.
他の持ち物については通常通りに対処するぜ。
We'll adopt the regular measures for everything else. Understood.
で、他に担当に伝えることはあるかい？
Anything else you want to tell me? You want me to tell the department? No, there isn't.
そうか。
Alright. I gave my report and said everything I wanted to say. With that, I'm completely off the case now. The rest is going to be taken care of, in the best way possible, by those much more experienced than myself.
しかしジュニアよ。
But really, Junior. What is it?
何度も言うけどよ。経過中の報告ならまだしも、完遂したものであればこっちでも確認してるんだ。わざわざ顔出して報告しなくてもいいんだぜ。
I've told you a bunch of times that you don't need to come all the way here to report on the missions. That you've already completed. I can confirm the completion on my end. I don't feel like I'm finished without doing that.
それにしたって怪我してようが即日報告してくるなんてのはジュニアくらいのもんだぜ。
Did you know that you're the only one who does the same day reporting, even when you're injured? I finish things up as quickly as I can. That's my policy.
夏休みの宿題は最初の1週間で終わらせるタイプってことかね。
You mean you're the type to finish all your summer break homework in the first week? Actually, I get it done in the first 3 days of the vacation every year, but I keep my mouth shut about that. You make fun of me for sure. I've just got lots of spare time.
お前のそういう謙虚さ、鈴なりあたりには少し見習ってほしいもんだね。
I really wish some of that humility would rub off on Suzunari. But he's got a day job.
仕事っつっても趣味みたいなもんだろ。
I'd call that a hobby.
あいつが自分で言ってたぜ。細工仕事は栗と二人の時間を過ごすための道具に過ぎないって。
He admitted himself that that thing is just a good excuse for himself to spend time with Curry. Huh, that does sound like something he'd say.
まあ、あいつらはあれだしな。
Those guys are crazy about each other. Like, they do it to make tools that heat romantic relationships?
そっくりそのまま言ってたよ。
That's exactly how he described it. That's nice. And Biden, you can picture him saying that while running one hand through his hair. That proves how outstandingly unique of an individual he is.
あいつはあれがなきゃなかなかの男だと思うんだがな。
I bet he'd make quite the knight without that bit of his personality. That's what makes him who he is, if you ask me.
へジュニアは俺よりもあいつと接する機会が少ないからそんなことが言えるんだよ。
He'll definitely change your mind if you spend as much time with him as I do. Honestly, if I had to hear his lovely-dovey talks every single day, I'd probably end up trying to avoid him. Time slowly passes by in this unoccupied ramen shop. It should be a huge matter of concern to any shop owner. But I actually like this kind of composed atmosphere. Even if it's just for a short while. I'm fond of chit-chatting in this laid-back... Wait. Anyway, the air surrounding me here is so relaxing that I don't even care about this bad smell. Huh? Is this just my imagination? I feel like that funny smell is growing stronger than when I came in here. No, it's not my imagination.
さて、
So,
ジュニアの用事は終わったわけだよな。
you're done with your business, correct? Before I realized it, there was a huge soup pot on the stove with the fire turned on. The sound of the stove's blazing echoes inside the shop, as if the dead in hell were moaning in chorus.
で、この後の予定は？
What's your schedule for the rest of the day? Get home, go on patrol, and work out.
ほう、つまり特に用事があるわけじゃねえと。
Which means you've got nothing particularly important to do, huh? Well, yeah.
それじゃあよ、今日は特別におごりにしといてやるから、家に帰る前に一杯食べてきな。な。
Perfect then. You can devour a bowl of ramen at no charge before you leave. You will, won't ya? What in the world is perfect about that? I have personal experience of just how dangerous accepting that offer can be. I'll pay you 30,000 yen, so please, let me go. If you need more, I'll dash to the ATM right away. Try to bolster my rejection by laying bare all I've got in my wallet. Pretty sure that if you had to choose between a months-long untreatable illness or giving away your meager allowance, most people would pick the latter.
さてはジュニアよ。そんなに嫌がるってことは前回食べたものと同じレベルだと思ってるんだろう。
I know why you're trying to escape, Junior. You're expecting the same level of stuff as before, aren't you?
はっきり言って前回とは別次元だぜ。
Let me declare this. My ramen's reached a different dimension. Does that mean it'll kill me?
ああ、死ぬほどうまいかもしれん。
Yeah, it could be deathly yummy.
何せゾリゾリ麺にねっとりしたスープが絡む自慢の一品だからな。
Because it's such a savory dish, made of bristly noodles and sticky soup. Bristly is not an adjective to describe noodles.
じゃあコリコリ麺にぐっしょりスープでどうだ？
Let me try again. It's made of solid, firm noodles and dripping wet soup. Happy now? No. All you did was swap some adjectives. What's worse, now it sounds like sexual harassment. Anyhow, I'll definitely not eat what you make, no matter how much you beg. Never. Even if I have to glue my lips together.
なあ、ジュニアよ。参考までに聞かせてくれ。うちの料理は何がそんなにダメなんだ？
Let me ask for future improvement's sake. What's so bad about my cooking? He seems to have understood how desperate I am. Pop steals his face to carefully listen to my words. Apparently my life has been spared. How should I put it? It's so hard to say this, but...
どんなに厳しい言葉でも構わねえ。ぜひとも教えてくれ。可能ならすぐに改善するからよ。
You can be as harsh as you can get. I'm begging for your advice here. I'll get it fixed right away if I can. He leans over, ready to hear out whatever I have to say. His passion for cooking is painfully obvious. I sincerely respect his diligence. But considering that his dish sent more than 50% of diners into hospitals, what's so bad about my cooking? Really isn't what he should be asking. To start with, the ultimate problem is that he never realizes his cooking skills are too awful to be improved by someone's advice. But even so, I'd rather not use harsh words and hurt this man who's been taking good care of me in non-food related matters. I better be careful about my choice of words. After I eat your ramen...
Oh.
Go on. Try to imagine the feelings of those who grew ingredients used for the soup, and of the noodles in the soup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? And then tears begin to roll down my cheeks. In fact, instead of tears, the distastefulness of this food deserves a lawsuit and a guilty verdict.
確かに俺は食材に感謝しながら調理しているからね。
Actually, I always give my thanks for every ingredient when cooking.
それが食べる人にも伝わっちまうってことかい。
And my dishes convey the appreciation to those who eat them. Is that what you mean? You're putting a pretty optimistic spin on this.
あ？他にどう受け取れって言うんだい？
What? How else was I supposed to take it? I was trying to get you to sympathize with my sense of jargon, imagining myself into the position of each of the ingredients. All that pops up in my mind is their sorrow.
はは。つまりジュニアは俺の腕についてこれない食材の気持ちになってるわけだな。
Gotcha. You're trying to feel the frustration all those ingredients felt because they were far too terrible to deserve my cooking skills, no?
もっと僕たちがいい素材だったらこのコックさんの足を引っ張ることもないのにってか。
I wish I were so much better of an ingredient to be able to be more help to the chef, correct? Holy, you've gone way beyond being optimistic. This conversation has now transcended into a twisted space-time. What way am I able to get him to understand this? Should I not have had any mercy for him? Looking far ahead, I understand that I better go out on a limb and continue until he gets a more reasonable idea. However, if I remain here any longer, my body and mind will suffer irreparable harm. I reluctantly decide to take my leave. Anyway, I'll pass. I'm not hungry right now. can tell that it'll definitely offer me something to eat again next time I come here. But I decide to postpone figuring out the countermeasures against it until then.